Today I'm cooking with Marki. I will be showing you how to make Zereshk Polow Morgh, which is Barberry rice with chicken. The ingredients for the chicken: you will need 2 boneless, skinless chicken breasts trimmed of any excess fat, 1 medium onion diced into 1-inch pieces, half a cup of chicken broth or half a cup of wine. Normally I would use white wine in this recipe, but I forgot to buy it when I went to the store, so I'm using chicken broth, and it works just as well. You will need half a teaspoon of salt, 6 to 7 garlic cloves, peeled but left whole, 2 to 3 pieces of bay leaf or 1 large bay leaf. You will also need 1 1-inch piece of ginger, 1½ teaspoons of lemon pepper, 1 teaspoon of cardamom, half a teaspoon of turmeric, half a teaspoon of saffron or ground saffron, and a very surprising ingredient, 1 to 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now you might say, what is she doing putting soy sauce in her chicken? But you know, I asked Ramin's mother how she makes her chicken, and she told me she puts soy sauce in it, and that's her secret ingredient. And it helps the chicken maintain its moisture, and it gives it this wonderful color, and it's just that little extra something that you're like, oh, what is that? But I'm telling you, it's absolutely wonderful. It works miracles. But if you don't want to put soy sauce in your chicken, you will increase your salt to 1 teaspoon. You will also need 2 tablespoons of oil and enough water to cover the chicken, cold water. So these are the ingredients for the chicken. I will now show you the ingredients for the Zereshk Polow. Okay, so the ingredients for the Zereshk Polow: you will need 3 cups of rice, and here I have my basmati rice soaking in, well, it started out as hot water, and I put 1/4 cup of salt, and it's been soaking there for about 3 hours now. Maybe longer. I don't exactly remember when I put it in. But, you know, I'm going to rinse all the salt off and cook it as I would for polo. You will also need 2/3 cup of zereshk, which are barberries. Now you need to clean your barberries, and in doing that you will need to, either on a white plate or a white napkin, you will pour your barberries out, and you will spread them out, and you'll sort through them to see if there are any stems or leaves, or sometimes there are even little rocks in there. So you need to, you know, pick all those out, and then what you'll do is you'll place your barberries into a colander, and you will place a colander into a bowl of cold water, and you'll let that sit there for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then you'll lift the colander out of the bowl of water, and you will see all the dirt and grit and sand that's at the bottom of the bowl. And so you'll pour that water out, rinse out the bowl, and then you'll do that, and you'll also rinse off your barberries, and then you will repeat that process about 3 to 4 times. So you want to, or until the water runs clear. So you will also need 2/3 cup of water. Now this is optional. I like putting 1 teaspoon of rose water in my Zereshk Polow. You will need 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of saffron, and you will need oil, and also enough water to cook your rice in. And now, depending on your pot, it might be 8 cups of water or 10 cups of water. I use an 8-quart pot to cook my rice in, because the rice needs an area, so enough room to move. So roll up your sleeves and let's get started. So I'm going to stir all this together, and then I'm going to turn my heat to medium-high. And then I'm going to cover this with a cracked lid, and I'm going to cook this for 1 hour and 20 minutes. And I'm also going to stir it occasionally to prevent it from sticking on the bottom. And I have my heat on medium, and this is on the small eye. So you want to watch this carefully, because you're going to cook this for about 10 minutes until the water has reduced a little, and then you will take your barberries off of the heat and set them aside until you're ready to use them. So it's been 10 minutes, and the water has reduced So now I'm just going to set this aside while I wait for my chicken to be finished and also for my rice to be finished. In this pot I added my drained rice into boiling water, and I put 1 tablespoon of oil on top, and I am boiling it for about 5 to 8 minutes until it is, I guess you could say, al dente, because you're parboiling it to get it ready for the steaming process. So it has been 6 minutes, and as you can see, the grains have elongated. So now I will drain my rice and I will rinse it in hot water. Also tasting it to see how much salt I want to leave in the rice. For this pot, I have half a cup of water boiling. Now I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to swirl that together. And now I'm going to add back in my rice. I'm going to stick a couple holes in it. And I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm going to turn my heat to medium, and I'm going to cook this for 10 minutes. Okay, so my rice has been cooking for 10 minutes on medium. I'm now going to release the steam. I'm going to place a piece of wax paper on top, and I'm going to close it down, pull it up a little bit, and I'm now going to place this in a 300-degree oven for 40 to 45 minutes. My chicken has been cooking for 1 hour and 20 minutes. You can see how the liquid has reduced. Now I'm going to break up the chicken. I'm probably going to need, I'm going to break up the chicken. Into more servable pieces. Now I'm going to let this cook for 20 to 30 minutes. So at this point you need to keep checking back because you don't want to burn your chicken. So I'm going to turn my heat down to medium. I'm going to cover it again with a cracked lid, and I'm going to cook it for, like I said, 20 to 30 minutes. So it has been an additional 20 minutes, and you see how the chicken has condensed down, and there's very little water. And that's what you want, because that's how you know all the flavors are concentrated and they've reduced down. And so in this pot, nothing but deep, rich flavors. So I'm going to turn my heat off. I'm going to put the lid back on. I'm just going to wait until my rice is done. So I've just taken my rice out of the oven. Now I'm going to take a spatula or 2 of rice off the top. I'm going to fluff this with a fork. And then I'm going to layer it into a dish with the barberries. So I'm going to layer it into this glass dish, and then I'm going to transfer it onto a serving platter. So you're going to start with spatula. There's 2. And then you're going to add in 2 spoonfuls of the barberries. And you're going to mix that. I think I need a little more. And doing it this way ensures that every spoonful of rice gets some of the Zereshk flavor. So most Zereshk Polow, you would cook the rice and then you'd put the barberries on top. This way, like I said, every bite has some of that deliciousness.